Hello, 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 everyone. It's Betsy here. And today we're going to look at a relation and determine the domain, the range, and whether or not it's a function. If you watched that little video that I did just before this one, you might remember that the domain represents the x values and the range represents the y. So let's write that down just so we remember. So my domain, that's the x values. My range are the y values. So let's list the domain. So when I look at this set of ordered pairs here, the domain is going to be all your x values. I'm going to list them in order from smallest to largest. So I've got a -1, that looks like the smallest. Then I've got a 0, a 2, and a 4. And that's my domain. I cannot write the answer for the domain as -1 through 4. Do you guys know why? Why didn't I just write -1 to 4? Well, if I said -1 to 4, that would include 2.8. That would include 1. It would include 3. It would include all the decimals in between there. And that's not what our relationship is showing. Our relationship is just showing those x values. Therefore, you need to list them. All right. Now let's look at our range, our y values. Again, I'm going to put them from smallest to largest. I've got a -1, a 6, a -1, and a 3. So -1, you don't need to list a -1 twice. You only need to list it once. -1, 3, and 6. Those are my y values. Now again, why did I not list them as -1 to 6? Do we remember why? Because again, if I just listed -1 through 6, that would include all the decimals. It would include 0. It would include 1, 2, 4, 5. Those aren't in there. So when you have a set of ordered pairs, you need to list the domain, list the range. We'll talk later about when you can write it as an interval. All right, now we got to determine, is this a function? So from what we learned, we look at our x values. Are any of our x values the same? 0, 2, 4, -1. Nope. If none of the x values are the same, yes, it is a function. Woohoo! La 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 la. Hey, I want to tell you, in a lot of my videos, you hear me always start out by reading the problem. I do that because I hear things when I'm reading. Like I knew right away that this wasn't a function when I read that to myself out loud, because I didn't hear myself say any x values more than once. Now, that might not sound too great to you, but try it. It will make a difference. You'll start to pick up details in your problems. And I do it with everything, all the problems I do. When I do problems in my class, I always want the students to read me the problem just to get it out there so we don't forget some of those little details. We'll hear them when they're read to us. I hope that helps. And if you would subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Have an awesome day. La 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 la. I know I can't sing very well, but that's all right. I have fun.